All right. Hello and welcome to the first installment of Session Zero Gaming. For this one, I would just wanted to test what do you call this? Test the stream. This is Mick, and I'm recording Magic the Gathering Arena. So, Magic the Gathering Arena, the latest set, Throne of Eldraine, was just released, and I've been messing around, testing various decks. Actually, if you look at if you look under decks, I have a bunch of decks here, centered around probably blue. I've seen Fires of Invention, try to mess with that a few of those things. I also tried a little bit of Dance of the Mans, a bit of adventure mechanic, which I love actually. It's been fun playing adventure creatures and then bouncing them and replaying them. And also, if you look at this, I've fallen in love with Fae of Wishes actually, which is by far my favorite card in the set. For the simple reason you could just take whatever you like from a sideboard and just bring it in. So since I love control builds in Magic, so that's why I love cards like Fae of Wishes. But I wanted to try and feature this deck for today. It's Monoblue Mill. I am actually an old player of Magic that just got back into the game very recently. Mostly because of Magic the Gathering Arena, because I don't have a budget and time playing paper Magic, and so I found out that I love playing Magic the Gathering Arena. It's been great. It's been great, and I've been following Throne of Eldraine somewhat closely. And Mono is one of the. I stopped at Lorwyn, but before that I started in Mirrodin, way back when. So, Mono Blue is one of my favorite deck types and strategies. Although over the years that's changed, I've somehow leaned towards Rapdos and more aggressive decks. But it's still nice to use Mono Blue from time to time. Although what I'm realizing now is I don't really particularly like the fact that blue doesn't have hard removal. But somehow this build has somehow worked. It's just really simple Monoblue Mill list with featuring mainly cards like Ashok, Dream Render, Bond of Insight, and the counter spell set of Thought Collapse and Didn't Say Please, as well as Drowned Secrets because I have a couple of copies, so I just wanted to test that out. And just a bunch of bounce spells like Selective Snare, Unsummon, Card Draw, and this is my favorite part of this deck has been to the story. An instant speed spell that lets you draw 4 cards as long as your opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard, which is pretty easy to achieve in this kind of deck. And also Brazen Borrower, one of my favorites from the set as well. It's an adventure creature that lets you return a target non-land permanent controlled by your opponent, and then later on you can flash him in to serve its body. And I love bouncing this. I didn't put Fae of Wishes here because I just don't have a sideboard yet. Because I just wanted to play around with it. Because I'm really mostly a casual player, and I just have Magic for fun. And this list seemed to work. Except that Mill really isn't my thing, because I kind of feel bad playing it when you what do you call this? When you mill your opponent. It's just I don't like getting milled. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. But yeah, but somehow it just works. I found it works. I don't have mass removal here yet. I might actually include that. Let's see. I do have this Stolen by the Fae to put down fairies, but somehow I find it a little bit underwhelming. I liked it when it first came out. because you can. I thought you could return a creature with converted mana cost X or less, but it turns out it's just X exactly. So unless you have a proper target for it, you won't be able to play it. I do like Selective Snare. Not a lot of people play this card, but I like the fact that you can return several creatures with it. Maybe decks like Elementals, Knights. I don't know if people still play Vampires. Even Fairies, maybe, or Giants. You can just turn them to your opponent's hand en masse. So that's pretty good. Otherwise, Bond of Insight is pretty great too. It lets you return. It lets me return into the story back to my hand and then play into the story again. So, or another Bond of Insight to cycle the mill. There are other choices that there are other choices that I haven't tried, and somehow a little bit unsure whether I want to try it. I wanted to make mainly a control type deck full of counter spells just because I wanted to relive that experience. I didn't want to put cards that specifically just mill my opponent like this. Merfolk's Secret Keeper, which also serves as a wall, and Overwhelmed Apprentice. I do get it, like it's a scry card, so that's pretty nice. But I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to put control cards mostly. There is also Folio of Fancies. I'm still not sure. I like the idea of this card because sure you can you can mill your opponent in large numbers, but I still don't know how to pull it off. I feel like it's gonna require lots of mana. Which I think this type of deck isn't really. Mana will come in very slowly for me, I think. So maybe in a blue-green build I'd try this. Persistent Petitioners has always been interesting and funny to me, so I don't know how I'm gonna use it here though yet, because I don't want to fill the deck with Persistent Petitioners. I wanted mostly a control build. Vantress Gargoyle, I've seen people use this a lot, but again, still not sure how I'm going to use it. So far, the bounce spells have worked out well for me. Maybe I'll try, and in the instances I've tried it, it hasn't really. It's just felt underwhelming. The 5/4 body for 2 is great though. And then getting 7 more cards in your opponent's graveyard is pretty good. As an alternative win condition as well. It's good. It's a 5/4 right, with flying. So I also found that I don't necessarily like the idea of putting my own cards in my library. So, well, we'll see. We'll see. I did. Oh yeah, I did put Narset here because it's just a great denier, and like sometimes, a lot of times, people might forget that it prevents card draw, and it lets me search for the control cards, so that's good. Let's see, Wall of Lost Thoughts, again, same reason as the Merfolk Secret Keeper. It's great that there's a wall, but then its sole purpose is to mill, which I was kind of avoiding. Yeah, otherwise, Sage's Road Denizen, it's just 2 it's 3 and mills 2. I found that it's not enough. Although perhaps I should try using Jace, which I think I will. Maybe replace 1 copy of I don't know, like Narset. I'll try that. Yeah. So that's it so far, and I'm gonna try to test. I'll play a couple games, and yeah, let's try it out. All right, so. Okay, this looks good. It has up and summon, counter spells, Bond of Insight, nice set, I'll take it. I just need maybe, I hope I get a land. Because if I don't, that would be very bad for us. Okay. Black. It's probably mono black, I'm thinking. Except they don't have a Knights of the Avid Legion. There you go, I'll keep that island. Alright, oh. I should mention, Mystic Sanctuary has been great. In the times when it comes down, it's just great. It gets back everything, like Bond of Insight, Into the Story. Very great card when it comes down. High value land, and it's only a common card, so I'll keep that. Except my problem now is I don't have an island, so I can't counter yet. It was kind of bad for us, so. Oh no! What? That's totally not what I was expecting. Ill-Gotten Inheritance, another interesting card I've always wanted to use. I just said I'm not sure how to pull it off. Okay, so now we're online. This is gonna start pinging us for life. I don't have a way to get rid of it. That's unfortunate, but I'm going to pass. Maybe this is actually a mono black with AR. Nope, it's Bond 2. What? I will counter that because you didn't say please. Start milling. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's Monoblue Control. Probably Liliana, Dreadhorde General as the win condition. Very classic build. I also like Mono Black actually. I played a lot of Mono Black back then. That's not good. We don't want that to happen. Duress. Nope. This is Mono Blue for you. Draw go. Yes or no? Although now he can play whatever he likes. Oh, but he didn't. That's weird. Another Into the Story. Get back one of the counter spells. Because you know, you don't want people to have nice things. Oh, and look, see, Into the Story now. It's it costs 3 less because we milled 8 cards. So there you go. Pass the turn. I wish I could have summoned this. Oh man. He's just gonna be like, I'm going to die in 17 turns, or maybe like 13 turns. No, don't scoop. You haven't even played the game, man. Come on. Man, I haven't been able to display what the deck can do. Probably a couple more games, and then I'll call it. See, it's usually people get frustrated, and then they just concede. Like I kind of feel bad. Like but not really. You know, but I know the feeling. Like you lose your cards and people just keep saying no to you. I mean, he had a great deck though. I think you know I feel like in this kind of deck, if your opponent likes to counter stuff, you're gonna have to draw it up and then bait. It's really annoying and hard, but it can work out. Cause something like a mill, let's see, like the deck like this doesn't really have damage output, and it's gonna take a long time for me to win. So you have a bit of time. Like if you can get like 1 or 2 creatures done, and then just keep smacking your opponent with it, you know. Okay. Red white, probably feather. There you go, Drawn Secrets. I finally get to try this card. Finally get to try that card. Oh my gosh. Like I'm still not sure how many of it I want. Just 2 seems good. I mean, I would ideally I would want 4 of this, but I don't want to spend wild cards on it. So that's fine. It's fine. I love Boros. Gosh. 2/2 haste knight. Okay, so now we want to go Capsule Vantress. and then pass, and then I will Brazen Borrower when it attacks. Legion Warboss. This is not good. Alright, so what do? That's a goblin. This guy, I am going to let him make a goblin, and then later we're gonna selective snare him. I will take 3 damage though, which is not awesome. This might be where my deck doesn't perform very well against aggro. Okay, let's Brazen Borrower, the Skynet Legionnaire, and there you go. I forgot I can target myself with Drawn Secrets, but I don't want to do that. Whoa, Light Illusion. I like angels. Probably like a vanilla Boros deck. That is another Drawn Secrets. Should I just put it down? Maybe that's being a little greedy. If I selective snare, I'm just gonna play that again. I'll take the damage, I think. There you go, now we can mill 4 cards every time we play a blue card. I just wonder if it's fast enough to take it. If I'll be able to mill him fast enough before he can kill me. Oh no, this is the problem. There's no hard removal. So there is actually hard removal. It's in the form of enchantments, which I don't use. That really bears trying out. True Fire Captain. Okay, so now there are 3 goblins, and I want to. Do I want a selective snare? I think I do. That leaves me with 1 mana left. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Maybe I can Brazen Borrower or kill this True Fire Cap. Only creatures with flying, so I can't. I'm gonna have to. We'll say Goblin. Times 3 goblins. Okay. Mill 4. Yeah, I should consider using enchantments. Maybe dungeon geist actually. No, I'm about to die. That's not good. This is not good. Not good. Alright, so what do we do? I've just about run out of stuff to use, so no, way too far. Lord Lennox. Oh, Lennox. Interestingly enough, I had a player
my prowess is unmatched
whose character was Lennox. It's called Lennox. In a Game of Thrones RPG campaign I ran a couple years ago. This is not great. I'm going to die. Okay. Yeah, clearly I need a way to stem the tide better. Because I can't just keep bouncing things and then, having them come back. If I can't counter. I'm quite iffy with using Essence Capture. Because it only targets creatures specifically. Although there is a new fairy that actually can counter as well. Yeah, perhaps. Or maybe Quench. Maybe Quench, but Quench doesn't really work in the late game anymore. Unless they're casting big spells. Bad, okay. Yeah, that's a game. That is game. Didn't get to do much. Okay. I will. Let's see. I am going to unsummon that goblin out of spite. And then mill you twice. No! No! Oh no, this happens quite often. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Must be like, I'm not sure if it's the internet connection back here in the Philippines, but now, nah, I gotta restart. I think, because this is just not gonna work. Okay, let's restart. I'm not sure if this happens a lot in other countries, but in the Philippines, you get that a lot. So now I'm gonna have to log in again. Yeah, so I did make a mid-range version. It's not quite mill, but I try stuff like, what is this? It's more creatures. So there's still an alternative win condition. This mill really, it takes a long time to win through mill, and since you don't have a lot of interaction, you can easily die if you don't have a way to deal with the board. So actually, that was a good time to see what we could use to, let's see. There's no hard removal. There's soft. I'm not sure if I should use the walls. I guess in that situation, the walls would have worked really well. Drawn secrets. See, let's see. I want to try. What if I remove? I'll remove Stolen Light of Fae for now. And maybe remove one copy of Into the Story and Jace. Yeah, let's remove Jace. You know what? Let's keep Jace. Let's keep Jace. Let's remove one Ashock. Just in the case I need to remove somebody's graveyard, and then maybe I'll put. Let's see. Is Smurfolk? No. It's cheaper than the wall. I could try Dungeon Geist. It doesn't really. But then it's quite easy to remove, so maybe we'll go for an enchantment, which is like Capture Spear. Have enchanted creature or sleep paralysis, which is the same as Capture Spear, but Capture Spear has flash. Right. Or yeah, I could just go for a wall. Let's see. Let's go for creature. We will try the gargoyle again. Okay, so 2 copies of that, and actually, let's go and put 2 copies of Essence Capture, which is not a creature. Okay. What did I put? Oh, it's not enchantment. There you go. Essence Capture. This is the one I was talking about. It's not Spring, but then his very glare costs 3, so I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. 2 copies of Essence Capture. Okay. Let's see. We could. Wall of Lost Thoughts. 0/4 Defender. Secret Keeper mills 4 cards, but is not a defender. That's. It doesn't really do any damage, it's 0/4. It is a merfolk. Okay, it's a merfolk. Okay, but bounce. I think I'll keep it as is for now. Yeah. Maybe try another game and then call it. Yeah, the sound looks good. There's the 2 Ventress Gargoyles. Okay, no counter spells, but it's fine. Oh no, there is one. Pot Collapse. A little bit slow, but should work. I can at least block with Ventress Gargoyle. Also an artifact creature, so there is that. Some people use this for Dance of Demands. The nice thing about Dance of Demands, it also brings back artifact creatures, so you can make a deck full of artifact creatures. And if you can deal some initial damage and then have them die and then bring them back later on. Okay, so let's put down Island and say go. I think this, yeah, I see a lot of blue-red decks lately too because of Improbable Alliance to make a fairy, and you have a lot of support, a lot of great red and blue cards like Fires of Invention. Also a lot of adventure cards, red and blue adventure cards. Spellgorge are weird. I am going to. I don't know if I should allow this. Let's counter that. We'll do that. Let's counter it. Yeah, maybe I should have healed out for Crackling Drake, but that thing is gonna get big, so. Okay. Oh well, yeah, we'll mill, okay. Good combat. Another one. Yeah, Electromancer. I'll happily trade and opt for an Electromancer. And then we will go Mystic Sanctuary. Let's bring back Thought Collapse. There you go. And then does he have 7? No, he doesn't. I don't have a way to draw it though. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of it, but I should have used it first before I put down the Mystic Sanctuary. But it's cool. I'm gonna pass the turn. If he tries to play a creature, I'll just bounce it with Selective Snare. Oh, of course. Oh, you know what? This might be an interesting addition too, actually. okay, so okay. Yeah, that should give me just enough mana to bounce the Mystic and then counter it. Let's go Wizard. That is a Wizard, right? Yeah, it is. I will put it back. Put it away! And I will pass the turn. He's gonna try to cast it again! Do it! Do it! Do it! Of course you can see the Thought Collapse. Whatever. Do it again! Come on! Lava Coil! Ah, man. Dude, no. Please. Man, I don't want to lose that. Fine. I have another one. I'll just do this. I wonder if he has anything else to cast. Another radical idea, maybe? If I counter that, I could have attacked for 5 though. But yeah, fine, it's fine. It's fine, draw your card. Oh, right, another one. Nice. Except I didn't really use a Thought Collapse. I will put down this Banter's Gargoyle. And I'm gonna hold off on the Mystic Sanctuary so I can, in case I need to counter, I can put it down, bring back the counter. He's gonna have to bait my counter spell. I'm just gonna let him draw cards, fine. There, we're gonna get rid of it. Mill. Now we can attack with our Vantress Gargoyle. So he has 7 cards in his library. Oof. Immensely endgame. Nice. Put down Mystic Sanctuary. Get back Thought Collapse. There you go. Attack for 5. In the face. Yeah, this feels pretty okay. End the turn. I think this time I'm gonna opt. Just so he doesn't know I have another Thought Collapse in my hand. And I'm gonna Thought Collapse Electromancer. Because I don't want to give them nice things. And then he's gonna try to cast something else, and then I'm gonna Thought Collapse that. Because I'm I'm a bad person who likes to mill. No! Yo, why don't... Oh, I don't have enough mana. Oh no! I miscalculated. So bad. Oh no, because I opted. Oh man. Okay, fine. That was a miscalculation in my part, but we're fine. We just have counter spells, so we're just gonna have to wait. Couple turns. He did have to invest 2 shafts for that though. 31. We Dragonauts. I like this card. It's a funny little card. I've been using it in a feather deck. It's been working out really well. I hope we see more of that. Ah, Niv Mizzet. Yes. Yes. Another one, and we will counter it again because we don't like, you know, happy fun games. We don't want people to have happy fun games. And so we're gonna Nars it, so we can't use Radical Idea and Chemist's Insight because, you know, that's what blue does! Oh, very good. I think I'll go for the Jace here. Just so I can use it to draw cards. Because I have no hand, so now I can just play with impunity. But this is useless, so whatever that is. So, you know, we're sort of in a lull here. He can't draw a card using this. No, you can't draw cards, man. He discarded his shop too. See, people forget. about Narset. They forget. Especially when they get desperate. Okay, Castle Vantress, Jace. Then we will go... There you go, and I'm going to search the top for whatever it is. This has been a good game so far though. Like, although it's like nothing much has happened. Because we've just been going back and forth. That is a miss, which is sad. I did go under, okay. We will mill for 2. 12, I just have to do that for 12 more times, then I'll win. Oh, Ashok, because of course, Ashok. Now, what I don't know is if I should hold off on this, because if I end up exiling that, then I can't use Into the Story. But then at the same time, I also have 7 mana already, so I think I will just mill him. Also, goodbye Radical Idea. Oh no, wait, no, that's still... Yep, there you go. Now he has no cards and I have no cards, and we're in the awkward situation of being 2 control decks that have to top deck. So, there we go. Alright, Germinus. Here's our Essence Capture. We will mill. We will mill again, 17 cards.
Let's try this.
If we're doing 6 cards a turn, then wow, okay, I really completely needed this island right here. Obviously. Oh yeah, what about that fill with the card back though? Look at that. If you mouse over it, it blinks and makes a funny squishy sound, which is so disgusting. But also, you know what? Yeah, it's a charming little card back. Okay, there you go. Alright. Let's see. What does he have? Oh, he is roaring through the fireman. Oh no! Good game though. Good game, sir. Germinus. Alright, so that's mill for you. Pretty good against slower decks, control decks. Not great against aggressive decks. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had fun. Do like and subscribe if you liked it, or dislike if you didn't. And I'd like to hear what you think. Right guys, thanks.